What's up, guys? Time to show off a new build. It's going out to Mr. Cullen. He wanted me to do a surprise build for him. So he picked out a dial and I went ahead and did the rest. So I won't post this video until he should have received it by then, and hopefully he'll just make sure that he doesn't jump on too quick and look. But grab a microfiber because I will fingerprint the crap out of this. So we have what's called a black abalone dial. If anything, I would say it's more like a blue-green, but they call it black. Kraken thrown on down here. It just happens to be around 8 o'clock, so it's covered right over. Polished 110 case, my last one I had on hand. I did a milled one-piece bezel, the last one I have. Alexa, volume down. I did a set of silver pointers and was able to bend the hour hand up just barely to go over everything, because I normally use a hand that just comes right up to everything, and I was like, I need to make this one a little bit different. So you can't really tell. Maybe at that angle you can see it's up just a little bit, but did that in a trident seconds hand, polished case, milled crown, milled and Kraken engraved caseback, milled, it's not milled, just an engraved double lock clasp on a shark mesh hybrid band. So since we've got flat in here and polished, and then this is polished, I went with a brushed and polished band. Caseback is brushed, and the buckle is brushed. That's your build, buddy. I think it came out awesome. It's really easy to fingerprint though, because this is a polished case. So good luck there. Bezel is nice and tight. Well, it's decently tight. It moves, but you won't bump it. So we'll go back and forth as always. Non-click style bezel, automatic mechanical. You got a rotor in the back. He knows this, but in case you're watching it and you don't know this, this is an automatic mechanical. You got a rotor in the back, and as he's moving, it's moving. So what you do before you put it on is you want to pre-wind it just a little bit, because if you're not moving around too much and keeping it wound or putting line to it, it will stop on you. So back the crown off the threads a little bit until you hear it and feel it clicking. A little bit of play there. You know you're off that crown tube, and a wind is a turn away from you as you're looking at it. It's clockwise. Backwards does not wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing. 4 or 5 seconds of this mixed with the rotor movement will keep the time throughout the day, and another 4 or 5 seconds will max out the 31 hour plus power reserve on it. Cannot be overwound. It's got a slipping mainspring. When he's happy with his winding, he will then set the time. Non-hacking movement, so that's going to keep going. And a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, it is rolling and not putting pressure in there. Alexa, what time is it? 7:59, so nice, good look at the dial there. 7:59. Push this over, get it out of the time setting, and then wind that back down. And then voila, sir, your build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads, and we made those a little bit smaller for you. Kraken engraved slider box with an Atlas pillow. Watch cleaner, that's good on all glass and metal. So this watch as a whole, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. You'll also get, actually you won't, you have so much of this you don't need it, but normally it would come with fine scratch remover, Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged to polish out any scratches to the acrylic glass on top. If he would get a scratch on top, he would just put a tiny bit of that on it and buff it out with his included microfiber. different microfiber, not the same one for polishing, for cleaning, but would buff it out. Small circles generating some heat would do it for you. But that's your build, dude. It came out pretty freaking awesome. You did get the last of these. I do have some that are color filled in green, but it's not a normal green. So maybe I can at some point bake them or something like that and get all of the enamel filled color out of them. But I will also throw you a Cape Cod cloth. Keep this perfectly perfect, because you can get little micro scratches on this thing. They show up in person. You don't really see anything, but camera normally picks up everything. So if you would get scratches on there, just cut a little square off. Don't use the whole thing. Keep that in a baggie, something where you're preserving it, so it doesn't really dry out. But then you just go back and forth really fast for 30 seconds or so, flip it over and do 30 seconds, and it should be perfect again. So if you do that on this, just use a Scotch-Brite, the green side of the Scotch-Brite on this side, use the polish, the Cape Cod on the middle, and then you already know how to pop these out. You'll have fun flopping these back over top of each other and then running your pen through. So I lay them down and I kind of walk them into each other, and then I push the pen back in and then flip it up and tap it, well, that side, tap it down that way. So tapered in back through that way, tapered in back through that way. So, all right, buddy. Thank you, as always, for all your support. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.